we have to just continue to string some positive plays together, let them build off each other, hit some passes, hit a run, hit a keeper, hit a play pass, hit a shot, eliminate the self-inflicted wounds.
I know you believe momentum, like you build it throughout the week, but is there anything to like taking a win like yesterday, rolling it into the next game and just stack? Because it's been a bit since you guys been able to stack a couple wins together.
I don't see that as being something that really happens when you say, well, we did this last week against the Bengals, and if that was the case, how would we have done against the Browns if we just carried that over? It was like, but I think you can show them what everybody's capable of when we all do our job and we get going. And I think a lot of that is attributed to what you do in practice. Just the understanding of the looks you saw in practice and the ones that you don't see. Can't show them everything, right? There's going to be some things that you're not going to be able to see in practice, but just having an understanding enough of the play to be able to execute it off of a look that you haven't seen, or being instinctive enough to be able to execute it.
We saw more mobility from Ryan. Is that something that you can build on, you think?
Yeah, I think we can. We've used Ryan in and out of the pocket at different times, and whether he keeps it or got rid of football and down there in a red zone with pressure, and Nick was able to score. And we'll have to change the launch spot for the quarterback at plenty of times this year.
On those few plays where Aaron pulled and kind of protected on the backside of the rollout, is that uncommon for a center to be used like that, and how effective?
Well, based on what type of center, that's just looking for a way to change the launch spot for the quarterback, and depending on who's covered and who's uncovered, whether it's the guard that's coming back to protect, or whether you use a tight end.
Let's put Nick Westbrook in a position to be successful when he's gotten opportunities, and how'd you like his effort in getting in the end zone on that?
Well, I thought it was a great effort to get into the end zone. He looked determined. Nick's worked hard. Nick's worked hard to know a lot of different spots, plays a role on special teams. Kind of just keep showing up, whether that's on a catch or on a huge block. Had a nice block on Derek's, touchdown run there. So.
Have you seen Wiley kind of grow since he's gotten here, and just what's allowed him to have the kind of role he had yesterday?
Well, he, again, can play at the line of scrimmage. He plays in the backfield. He can handle multiple spots. He's done well in the kicking game. Been able to step in there. Stepped in there without a whole lot of reps in Cleveland. He's got a good catch radius. I thought Ryan executed that pass there to him in the high red area. It was, good for us to get down the seam. I like kind of where his attitude is. He's willing and just continue to improve.
Mike, when Aaron was in here earlier, he talked about they just did a better job of winning one-on-one battles last week and doing it more collectively. When you saw on film how that offensive line worked, were you happy with that improvement there?
Yeah, there were some good finishes. Again, when we took the ball at the end there and were able to run the football and have the clock and run the clock out when they knew we were going to run, I thought that was a good ending to efficient day on offense. It could go one of two ways, right? 3 plays and punt and have to go back there and play defense, probably gonna win the football game, but you're gonna have to go and rush and cover them, and we want to end the game with the football, and we did that. I thought we protected better. Thought there were a few lapses. I thought they got us on the 1 3rd down with the TE with the game over there. Brew trying to probably do a little bit too much. He was kind of working to the left side and came back over to help, and Dylan was going to work back out and kind of gave up a cheap one there. So as long as we just all do our job, I think winning one-on-one in this league will always be something that'll be beneficial for us if we can do that in all three phases.
You talk all the time about it being about the players and the execution of the players. I was hoping you could expand on that. The plan and the calls obviously, to some degree, put the players in the position to execute. So to what degree do you think that the plan and the calls influence the ability to execute?
Again, the play comes in. The 11 guys out on the field are the ones that make it go, whether they're on the same page, whether they're executing a call or they're on the same page. That's the most important thing, is a guy being able to communicate, whether we call man coverage and you got opportunity to get picked, and guys are communicating and they try to pick you and they don't get picked. It's an incompletion and they punt. It's about just trying to give them the opportunity to know and have confidence in the call and the play, and then go execute. And
You think Terry, you think the from the outside perspective,
I think there's good plays that
play-
don't work, and I think there's bad plays that work. I don't know what to tell you. There's, it's just the whole guru mentality. I think that it gets executed. Whether you think it's a good call or a bad call, you'll know by the way the players execute it. Enjoyed the time, our conversations, and spent a whole day here and did a fantastic job. And he's a big, physical, fast quarterback that's going to be a huge challenge this week.
What's the challenge of building your offensive performance to be like it was yesterday and a couple weeks ago against the Chargers on the road in an environment like Indianapolis?
Well, being able to communicate either visually or with hand signals, right? Talking to the guy next to you, being able to use some sort of cadence that doesn't allow them to tee off on you. Our ability to get off on the football and be legal and not, false start or be late. Those are some places where you'll need to start.
After the game yesterday, Derek called Jeffrey the heart and soul of this football team. When Jeffrey was drafted, did you look at him and think, this guy's going to be the heart of our team, be the heartbeat of this thing?
Well, we certainly appreciate what he does and everything that he's about, and his effort, his demeanor, his attitude, his willingness to execute the game plan and understand what we're trying to get done. He's very coachable, very, very, very coachable, and so that's kind of the person that we thought we were getting. Certainly a great player, and huge part of our team.
Take some time to get him back up to speed, but getting Nicholas back early, how pleasant of a surprise is that for you, and how nice will it be to have him back on a practice field and getting more involved with things this week?
Yeah, we haven't seen him, for a while, since training camp, so the league made a decision on what they felt like they wanted to do, and so we'll hopefully get an exemption for him and practice him and see where he's at as we work closer to the game.
Is it fair to him that they change rules on the fly?
That's the league does what they want to do.
How's Peter been progressing?
Good. Feeling better and stronger. So hopefully have him at practice this week and see how he does.
What do you think of the PI on McCreary? And isn't most of the contact there within 5 yards?
Yeah, I probably missed that one. I like how we responded defensively. We went 1 week. It was, everybody throwing their arms up and complain. It's like continue to work on our responses, which I thought we did. And it was. I'm sure they'd like to have that call back. That probably one that they would like to have back.
When it comes to the line, that performed much better yesterday. You sitting here feeling pretty good about where they are right now, or when you have a guy like Skoronski coming back, NPF to the mix, does it open up some doors to look at possibilities of maybe some changes, or just?
Yeah, I'm sure we can change. I think if you have a coach, you never feel great about anything. At least I don't. We get back to work, and it's a huge test, and I guess that's the attitude of a coach. I don't know.
Yesterday was
Sucks, Teron.
when you have a day like yesterday where you are eliminating those X plays defensively, is there something you're seeing or maybe not seeing that's the common trend?
Well, I think some of the coverage dictate that. You know, some of the coverage, right? So, you know, split safeties and guys, that, you know, probably some of the coverage dictated that. You know, some of the pass rush dictated that. You know, they tried down the middle of the field, and Gibby was there and close. But I felt like there was some good combined rushes and coverage, and we tackled. There wasn't like a catch and run that got loose, and could have. You know what I mean? Right down the sidelines. I think we need to leverage that ball better, but that has a lot to do with it too.
Big play.
He'll play more.
Yeah.
He'll play more.
What's he done? How's he kind of gotten better since?
Good. Well, I mean, learn what system, learn the calls and what we're doing, and so it was great to see him. And he'd been working extremely hard, and I know he wished that he, was out there, but what he did was take advantage of the opportunity that he got and earns more opportunity.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Appreciate it.